Welcome to Dallas Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is December the 2nd, 2022. We're going to be talking about December's first Impact Wrestling because, ladies and gentlemen, we found a no one contender to the Knockout Championship at Hard to Kill. And, ladies and gentlemen, something happened in Violent by Design. Oh my God. And we found out who's going to be fighting in the first defense for Joe Hendry's championship for the Digital Media Championship. We heard there's going to be a tag team title match next week. It will be Heath and Rhino defending their tag team titles against the Motor City Machine Guns. We got Savannah Evans will be versing Taya Valkyrie next week as well. Tonight, I think it's supposed to be tonight, they have this old school show that they did. This is their third time doing it. So it's like a Southpaw Wrestling. But that's WWE's thing, not Impact Wrestling's. I think it was IPW, something like that. I think it was. I don't remember. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get to Impact Wrestling. Before we get to the matches, let's talk about the Violence by Design, because ladies and gentlemen, I heard that Eric Young is done with Impact Wrestling. His contract expired. So ladies and gentlemen, they had to write him off. And Impact Wrestling has the weirdest way to write some people off. With WWE, when they release somebody, they just say goodbye. They don't have to do kill somebody. But ladies and gentlemen, we saw Eric Young and Diener was in the place that where it all began. When they put a whole bunch of water onto Diener, cut his hair, and try and get rid of the sickness. But, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric Young asked Diener, will you do anything to get rid of this sickness? And of course, Diener said yes. But he says, what if the sickness was in the room with them? And I think he's talking about himself. And ladies and gentlemen, then they had a brawl. They had a montage with this brawl and all that stuff. And Diener asked, why you make me do this? He says, you had to kill the sickness. And that's what Diener did. He killed Eric Young. And now we have a new leader in the Violent by Design, Diener. And ladies and gentlemen, we heard that Mr. Eric Young might be coming back to WWE. People are saying he agreed to come back to WWE, but as a backstage role. I hope it's not true. I hope he comes back, but as a wrestler. The guy could still wrestle. But we will find out. But to start off Impact Wrestling, that was the end of it. That was at the ending of the show. But now we got the start of it. We got Bully Ray coming out, and he's talking about why did he do what he did. And a lot of people are pissed. When he was coming out, his trophy was demolished thanks to Scott D'Amore, because they showed the aftermath or the ending of Overdrive that was not filmed for TV, where Scott D'Amore got so pissed off, and then he kicks the Call Your Shot trophy, and the trophy part got taken off from the box looking thing. I forgot what it's called. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what I mean. That black box looking thing. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, and then Bully Ray talking about he did what he said he would do. He's going to go face to face to Josh Alexander, issue a challenge, and that's what he did for Hard to Kill. But ladies and gentlemen, and then what he did, it was sickening what he did, and now he says he did what he did, and Rich Swann didn't care. Rich Swann came to the ring and attacked Bully Ray. Thank God, because it was a long, long talk. Then we had Rich Swann versus Bully Ray. It was an okay match, not bad. But the winner of that match was Rich Swann by disqualification, thanks to Bully Ray smashing a chair onto Rich Swann. And then he was about to do the same thing that he did to Josh Alexander, zip-tied Rich Swann to the ropes and was about to brutalize him with a chair until Mr. Tommy Dreamer came out and tried to stop him. And then Scott D'Amore came out, and he was pissed, man. He was pissed. He was throwing his jacket at Bully Ray. He was throwing things at him. He wants to fight him. Tommy Dreamer tried to stop him not to go near Bully, but Scott D'Amore wants to fight him. He shoves away the referees. I don't know. He could get fined because he's like the boss of Impact Wrestling, but he was throwing referees. He wants to fight. He even he threw some water in the face of Mr. Bully Ray, and he called him a piece of crap and all that stuff. And then Scott D'Amore even spit in his face. Scott D'Amore wants some piece of Bully Ray. When Bully Ray was about to leave, Scott D'Amore grabbed a chair and threw it on top of the ramp. He was mad. But for me, I thought you hire the guy. Can't you put him in a whole bunch of matches before Hard to Kill? Maybe that's not in his contract. Because Tommy Dreamer is the one that helped Bully Ray to get hired. And then, ladies and gentlemen, maybe they agreed on a contract that you can't wrestle a whole bunch of times. Well, Bully Ray is now back to his normal self, and he even scared some children when he was trying to walk towards the ring. He scared some. I think he scared one child, but still. Then we had Moose versus Gajar in a match, and the winner of that match was Moose. Moosey Boosie. And then Moose wants to prove everybody that he was right about Bully Ray. But what else is he trying to prove? He says Bully Ray is going to do the same thing that he did at Bound for Glory. Be a piece of crap. So he's trying to prove everybody that he's a piece of crap as well. I know they said a different word, but I can't say that word because it's YouTube. But is that what you're trying to prove? Because it's not really proving anything. Well, you have to open your big mouth. But he said, and then he says he doesn't want anyone to talk about Bully Ray. He doesn't want the fans to chant Bully Ray. Nobody wants to. Everybody wants to boo him. And then he says, say his name. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Hendry came out. Because Mr. Moose says his name. And then Joe Hendry came out. And then Joe Hendry and Moose had a brawl. And looks like Moose will be having a chance at the Digital Media Championship. Then we have Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Maclin. Steve Maclin is mad because he's not getting his title shots for the Impact for the Impact World Championship. Hey guys, I'm gonna be watching this guy live this Sunday at Destiny Wrestling. Is he going to do what he did to Frankie Kazarian? Frankie Kazarian won the match by disqualification because of a chair shot. But nobody came out to help Frankie Kazarian. He got beat up by the chair, and then he got dirty deeds onto the chair. Then we had our main event, Mickie James, last rodeo match. We'll be versing Deonna Purrazzo. Everybody been trying to get rid of Mickie James. But Deonna Purrazzo came on to Overdrive after her match saying that Mickie James is not helping the younger talent knockouts. She's only doing this for herself. So it was a pretty decent match. Not bad. I enjoyed it. But the winner of that match was Mickie James. So Mickie James is still in Impact Wrestling until the Knockouts champion came out. And she says, I finished my problems with Masha, And you finish your problems with Deonna Purrazzo. And she says, how about first time ever at Hard to Kill, you versus me for the Knockouts Championship and Mickie James' last rodeo match. Well, let's say Trey Miguel is a heel now because now he looks like a thug. And, ladies and gentlemen, he spray painted the X Division Championship. I don't know why he spray painted it, because it didn't have a logo on it. He did a circle, a whole bunch of lines, and it just looks green. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty cool that 2/3 of the Rascals that was in Impact Wrestling, 2 of them are champions. Trey Miguel is the X Division champion, and Wesley is the North American champion. Zachary Wentz is not a champion yet, but he could be. I meant like singles titles, not tag titles. Singles titles. And those guys that have 2 big titles in 2 big companies. People are saying Impact Wrestling is not a big company. I think it is, because you see a lot of legends coming back to Impact Wrestling. Yeah, it doesn't look like, oh, they don't have a big stadium every single time. They don't need a big stadium to be a big show. Even Destiny Wrestling, the one that I go to, they don't need a big arena to be big. It's just the fans, how much the fans talk about it every single time. I tell you guys, I go to this Destiny Wrestling because I enjoy myself. My dad enjoys himself. We have fun. It's not because how big the arena is, how much people they have coming in attendance. It doesn't matter. It's just how much people on the internet talk about this company because, oh yeah, they can't make it because it's in Canada. They can't make it, but they're still going to talk about it. Or they're somewhere else in Canada, but they couldn't come to the other places of Canada, but they're still going to talk about it because they went there before to this Destiny Wrestling show. So it doesn't matter how big the arena is or how big the audience attendance is. They still could be big on social media. That's why there's social media. There's big physically people that go every day, every single time, or there's social media that because people can't go every single time. It happens. Even with WWE as well. They can't come in Canada, but people are going to still talk about them in Canada. They're going to be in Canada during the holidays, but they're not coming to Canada right now. But there's still going to be people talking about it in Canada, talking about WWE. So yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but don't say that Impact Wrestling is not a big show when people are still talking about it. All around the world, and they don't go to all around the world, but people still talk about Impact Wrestling. People watch it on TV. They're still popular. They're still a big show. People buy their Impact Plus network thing. So, I don't know what you guys talk about, but they're big to me. But the 3 big ones that I do watch every single time is WWE, Impact Wrestling, and AEW. It should be WWE, AEW, and Impact Wrestling because WWE is first, Raw and SmackDown, Raw and NXT, and then AEW on Wednesday. And then the last one should be Impact Wrestling because Impact Wrestling is the last one. But that's all because it's on Thursdays, not beginning of the week. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage results. That's all for me today. Time's up. Bye!